All right. So now for getting into the kind of wrapping all this up and giving you a putting a pretty bow on it and just giving you the entire picture here. We're going to just go down and look at the cost and time investment of getting started in this business. And the thing with cost and time is they're inverses of each other. The more time you put in, the less your cost is going to be. And the less time you can put in, the higher your cost is going to be. And that's primarily due to the fact that the writing, the logo, the book cover, setting up the website, all this stuff is going to come down to whether or not you do it yourself or you hire someone to do it for you. So let's just go down line item by line item and kind of discuss again what exactly we're including in each line item. So keyword research and topic research, that's going back to just looking at Google, Market Samurai, and Longtail Pro. If you do purchase those, again, I'm not including it on the cost of each ebook since the actual task of keyword research and topic research is there's no cost to that. But the tools that you use, there might be some cost. But again, the more ebooks you write, since they are one-time costs, they'll get spread out. So if you write 20 ebooks by the 2 years from now, that $80 purchase or $80 investment is going to get spread out, and that's $4 in ebooks. So I'm just going to ignore those costs and say that it takes about 1 to 2 hours for every to do the keyword research. Make sure that you're in a topic that has adequate number of customers, a number of searches every month, and then it's going to take you about another hour to 2 hours to actually go out there and read and learn everything you need to read to actually write the ebook. All right. So again, this topic research might just be you might spend 1 to 2 hours on this, or you could spend 0 hours and then just do the $50+ to actually export the writing, or you could spend the 4 hours writing it yourself. So again, it's one or the other, and we're kind of weighing how much we think this ebook will make in the future, how much we made last month from our existing ebooks, how much we can reinvest into the new ebook this month, and so on and so forth. So if you're first starting out, again, it's going to take you 8 to 10 hours in total. So keep that in mind, or you can actually do these costs. So logo, book cover, that's going to be using either Google Drive. I gave an example earlier where I did it in less than 15 minutes. So if you want to save the $5, highly recommend just doing it yourself. Or you can go over to Fiverr and outsource both of these. And though it's not a high cost, you sell a few ebooks in the first month, you should be able to break even on that. All right, so now the website. This is going to be one of the biggest ones that if you do outsource it, it's going to cost way more than $40. But once you get through the process of setting up the domain, installing WordPress, getting your theme installed, your plugins in there, it doesn't take that long. Maybe 30 minutes might be on the low end, but it doesn't take more than an hour once you have that process streamlined. And again, website is optional, but spending $40 on the theme, and I'm not including the plugins again, since those are fixed costs. They're going to be spread out over the course of all your ebooks. Uh, but you do have to buy the theme every single time you set up a website for an ebook. So one thing to keep in mind. And then Amazon is zero to get started and takes less than half an hour to upload your PDF and your book cover and logo and all that stuff. So, that's not too much time there. And you obviously outsourcing that would not make sense. But overall, we're getting to about a cost of $100 per ebook, depending on the website again and the writing. But again, it takes about 8 to 10 hours. So personally, for me, I actually do the writing myself. So it comes down to pretty much 40, $50 per ebook. Because those are necessary costs, and it does increase my time a little bit more, but I just feel like it's worth it. So it just comes down, this entire thing comes down to your own judgment. If you made $100 from let's say you put up your first ebook, made $100 last month, and you want to write a second ebook this month, then obviously just reinvest that money, and you'll have your own ebook. You'll spend less time, and you might be able to get two ebooks out this month. And I highly recommend reinvesting your monthly earnings in the a minimum first 6 months. Like, try not to touch it and just reinvest anything that you receive into either purchasing a new tool or, getting a writer on staff or something that helps you scale this business up faster. All right. And since this was a pretty short video, I'm going to just include my final thoughts in this one as well. And these are just some things that I don't I may not have necessarily fit in to the rest of these videos, but I do want to make sure that you know these are hit upon and that you understand these. First things, don't write novels. Okay, we're not trying to write the next Harry Potter series. Just 15 to 30 pages of quality content is all you really need to get a $2 sale. All right, you know, if it's, and again, it has to be useful information. 15 to 30 pages of useful information is what we're looking for, not 15 to 30 pages of something that the person isn't satisfied paying $2 for. And again, don't expect these ebooks to hit the number one spot on the Kindle marketplace and just, get thousands of sales every month. The goal, we're picking small niches that aren't as competitive so that we can chip away at the marketplace and get a little bit of sales every month. Some of your books are going to, again, going down to the next rule is the 80-20 rule. 20% of the ebooks you upload will generate 80% of your earnings. That's the Pareto's principle, and it is going to kind of distribute out that way once you have a large enough sample size. So, if you have less than 3 ebooks up there, you don't really have enough to get this going or to apply this principle. But if you're making around $100 an ebook, that's pretty good. And some ebooks might make more, and some might just be you know a complete miss, and they might make you $5 a month, and you might get 1 to 2 sales a month. That's going to happen. Like, some of your ebooks are not going to make money, but some of them will make more, and it should. The goal here is to average out to about 100 an ebook. And again, the goal here is another goal. Wow, these are all goals, I guess. But another thing is just consistency is the key. You know, uploading ebooks every month, or scaling up where you're getting 2 to 3 ebooks out a month, and ideally if you get it up to 10, 15, that's awesome. And you're going to, consistency is the key here. When I was doing niche website marketing with AdSense, like way back in the day, the early days of Google and advertising online, we were making these niche websites where it was just 5 to 6 pages of content, and we were making hundreds of them. And the thing is, that was just purely based on the consistency. Just get a lot of content out there, get a lot of visitors, and if you make a website every few days, over the course of a year, that earnings will compound, and you'll eventually get a return that's substantial. Those marginal growth over time keeps compounding, and then the aggregate at the end is going to be something worthwhile. And it goes for, dividend investing, it goes for affiliate marketing, ebook business, whatever it is. Consistency is the key, and just continuing to not be, not being put down, or not going through periods of low motivation and not doing the work that it takes. It's just put in the upfront work. And if you do it for long enough, then you'll eventually have something that is super worthwhile and will be able to generate a substantial amount of money every single month. So that's about it, guys. Hopefully that video gave you an awesome introduction into how this, ebook, Amazon marketing, and making money off that really works. Yeah, and again, the thing is, if you guys have any questions, just always feel free to leave me a comment or shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to respond to any questions you guys may have. Again, thanks for watching all this. If you stuck with me this far, thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you watched, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a like or subscribe to my channel. Always helps me out in getting some feedback on what type of videos to make in the future and what type of feedback each video receives. So thank you guys again. I'll really appreciate it, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.